there's a 9-mile musical instrument resting at the foot of Glastonbury Tor. Perhaps on a spring day, you decided to climb Glastonbury Tor. Up you struggle with your family and friends to join the merry throng of singers and dancers at the top, all parading around St Michael's Tower. You take in the views of England forever, the Somerset wetlands in their patchwork glory. But at the foot of the northern side of Glastonbury Tor is this strange limestone monolith, easily missed beneath the beech trees. There's no notice saying who made it. Perhaps you were busy taking ice cream. But it's the last and/or the first of a series of 9 sirens. And these are limestone monoliths with a small bell set in. This one's known as Bridie's Bell. They were put up 25 years ago by Barry Cooper and Lawrence Parnell. I wanted to know what tune do the 9 bells make when you listen to them all together. So I set off to find out. The official route goes via the roads because it's really bicycle friendly, but I don't really like roads. So I took the path via Bridie's Milk Coos. This path takes us via Gog and Magog, the ancient oak trees of Avalon, one of which is still alive after 1,000 years. The other of which a well-meaning hippie sadly burnt down with a candle. Now, this route is called the Syrens Way, and it's not particularly well walked. It was designed in order to connect via music these 2 ancient centres, Wells and Glastonbury. The path via Wick on the north side of Glastonbury is just so beautiful. Hello Herb Robert, and hello Lesser Celandine. Sirens were water deities who lost their wings in a singing contest with the Muses, and so they came down to earth and lived on the rocky south coast of Italy, where they summoned sailors to their doom. Hello Hawthorne. Now the route from Wick comes off the public footpaths and gets onto the lanes. Between the light and the dark, walk the narrow way. Hello Jack by the hedge, garlic mustard. The second Siren Stone is just past Glastonbury's Hospital. It has a scallop shell, a sign of Compostela, St James. You know, all paths lead to one place. The path from here gets rather roady for a short while, but there is a side route and it's quite beautiful. The reeds keep the wetlands dry, and this is the Heart Lake River, beside which is the 3rd Siren Stone. This one has 3 fiery wheels, apparently to invoke the sun. It also has a lot of snails who come to congregate or die here. Then the path crosses the Heart Lake Bridge and gets onto Heart Lake Drove, which honestly feels like it could go on forever. You may be standing still and the scenery just slowly moves past you. Although things do change here, and probably quite violently too. The ducks weren't keen to see me. And then comes the 4th Siren Stone. This one has a willow frond on it, the local tree which defines the landscape. Willow is what Orpheus, who defeated the sirens, carried as a talisman down into Hades, apparently. Oh, look, cat's tail, like fluffy hot dogs, and some lovely comfrey. And then the road flat continues, endless. But there is an end. A hill comes, launchily, and along with it, the 5th Siren Stone. The design here is for a contemporary earthwork which was sadly never built. There's an awful lot of that escaped rapeseed, and some beautiful cherry trees. Finally, there's a hill to climb, and after all the flatlands, it feels really quite good. You can see how close Wells Cathedral is getting. It's only a 9-mile walk. And there's the 6th Siren Stone, with a triskelion, the wholeness of all things in a circle, motion, time, change. Beautiful moss on the side of this one. And there's a deer. And very soon after comes the 7th. This one has a pattern of the Trinity, triangles hidden. It's a reconciliation, 2 opposites balanced by a 3rd. And then you're walking along the old railway track, the Strawbery Line. Well, there's the unfurling heartstung ferns and the delightful blue bells. And there is the 8th Siren Stone. It has a dragon motif, designed from carvings found in Dinder Church. From here, I would recommend, again leaving the official path, to walk through Parkwood, The beeches and the bluebells and the celandine and of course the zany oak trees above all are a far more pleasant walk than an old railway line. Very soon the path emerges to show you where you are going and have nearly arrived at. The 9th of the Siren Stones is in Wells by the Bishop's Palace, and it shows the Tor as a labyrinth with a chalice or holy grail on top. And the Bishop's Palace, with its amazing water sources, the wells of Wells, was really built to keep the townsfolk out, apparently. The ducks here are far more friendly. I think they expect I'm going to feed them. And there beyond is the Cathedral of Wells. Such a beautiful town, or small city, excuse me. And although it was closed when I arrived, you almost don't need to go in. The outside is enough. As for the sound that the bells make all together, well, it's best played from Wells to Glastonbury, and I added intervals for the distance in miles between each monolith. And it sounds a bit like the peal for Big Ben. Thanks for listening. I'll see you on the path. Walk well.